Welcome back to this week's episode of the Top Gun Podcast. My name's Nate. We're glad you joined us. We got a great episode today. There was absolute mayhem in the NFL this week. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. That leads us into the NCAA and the future that it holds and probably the play out in the playoffs. The college football playoffs are planning out to be interesting, to say the least. We got some shakeups in the coaching world in NCAA as well. And the NBA is just starting to cook along with NCAA basketball. And we're going to fill you in on our big three. Our big three is going to be the big three of sports duos of all time. And so that one should be interesting and probably pretty contentious depending on who you see as your big two, to say the least. We're glad you joined us. We appreciate the follow, the like, the comments, everything else that you do to make our site and our podcast grow. And with that being said, let's go. All right, gentlemen, that was a crazy week of football, at least. Cooper, have you recovered?
I try my best, but it's just been a tough.
It's been a roller coaster of a year.
It's
just in general.
Yeah, it really has been, and I think the Amon-Ra St. Brown injury really that's what really set
What's the latest?
Cooper
Schefter.
Yeah, Cooper Schefter getting on it right now. Yeah, I don't
Okay. It didn't look like he walked himself off the field and down the tunnel. So it doesn't it's not I don't know if it's season ending, but we're at a point in the season now where it might be season ending if it's like a high ankle sprain or something.
Yeah, I mean this is big for the Lions because this is a top 5 receiver in the league going.
Correct.
Yeah, you got to get the sun god back.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, I mean, it was a crazy week for football. You got rivalry week in college. You've got feast week.
Yeah. And
in college basketball, you've got the Maui Invitational. You got all this stuff going on. And then today, Sunday in the NFL was just kind of chaotic. On top of some of the chaos that happened on Thursday and Friday. I mean, who would have thought we were saying the Bears are atop the NFC at the beginning of the year?
I
think we all said they were going to be good, but I didn't think they were going to be the best team in the NFC.
We knew they would be better.
Correct.
With Ben Johnson, Caleb Williams was hopefully going to take that extra step for them, and they've kind of just been walking away with it. The past few weeks.
Needless to say, it's almost like they don't even need Caleb Williams to take that next step.
Yeah,
he's playing this pretty much the same style of football in the same way. He's making some good decisions, some bad decisions, which is what he did last year. But Ben Johnson has taken that offense, and what's really helping them is the defense. That defense is stifling right now.
I haven't checked up, but do they still have 3 of the top 5 interception leaders on their team? Kevin Byard, he's a dog.
Yeah,
and then they're just
they're looking good. They're looking legitimately like an NFC championship contender for sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean,
but see, this is in the NFC. This is where we were talking about. This is the whole.
And I feel like they're fraudish.
fraudish,
Yeah.
fraud adjacent.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like frauded.
Yeah, and I mean that's the whole. Are the Eagles good? Are the Lions good?
Like, who wants to be good? We don't know.
Are the Packers good?
Are the Rams good?
Dude, Rams.
Yeah.
Are the Panthers good?
We'll get into that.
Are the Steelers good?
They get 6-6.
Are the Bills good? Like, yeah, it's like every week it's something different.
It's chaos, man. We still have like a strong 5 or 6 games to go, and like
correct.
This is,
correct. Yeah, it's gonna be. I do think that it's panning out more to a sense of like we're starting to see exactly what it's going to look like. Like it's playoffs are starting to pan out. Like we're starting to get a playoff picture. Who's going to take those top seeds? And then, but at the same time, it's those where the confusion is going to be are these bubble teams that are these teams that we thought were really good at the beginning of the year that just are not doing what we thought they were going to do. Like your Bills, your Eagles, your Lions. Keep going down the list. Your Bengals, your Ravens. So
it's crazy.
It is. It is wild right now. Wild.
Yeah.
All right. So, let's get into it. We'll go through each of our cleared for takeoff, grounded, great moments in sports, all the above. Giovanni, you just want to lead us off?
Yes, sir.
All right. You're up.
All right. First one, funniest sports moments I got. A funniest moment captured by a picture on Thanksgiving Day by Tom Kennedy for the Lions and Keyshawn Nixon for the Packers. It's kind of related to the 1960 U.S. presidential election.
Gotcha.
That's crazy. But, when Tom Kennedy when he was returning punts for the Lions because Khalif Raymond's injured, I was so happy because, I saw him. They re-added him back to the practice squad at the beginning of the year. The only reason I really remember him, and no offense to Tom Kennedy, but I want to say it was 3 years ago now, the Lions were playing the Packers, and Khalif Raymond threw a touchdown to Tom Kennedy threw a touchdown to Khalif Raymond. I can't remember exactly, but there was like a really cool trick play, and he either threw a touchdown to Khalif Raymond or Khalif Raymond threw him a touchdown. But I love Tom Kennedy, and he had a good game, despite the loss.
Was this under the Ben Johnson era?
I don't remember. It was I want to say it was one of the last games. The Lions were like 2-13. Gotcha. I think it was one of it might have been like Ben Johnson's first year.
Okay.
When he was coaching, but yeah.
Okay.
Ben Johnson, man. I don't know if you guys saw this.
I saw that.
I'm going to interrupt. This is my cleared for takeoff.
Okay.
I'm just going to interrupt really quick because I'm talking about the Bears and Ben Johnson.
Right.
Okay.
When he went into the locker room and
he ripped his shirt.
He ripped his shirt off and he's yelling at the players. He went absolutely berserk. And, no offense, but where was this when he was with the Lions?
Yeah,
when the Lions got their first ever home playoff win. What's going on, Ben Johnson?
He was overshadowed by a Dan Campbell.
Yeah,
out there.
Dan Campbell was electric in the locker room.
Biting kneecaps off in the locker room. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad Ben Johnson's getting his shine now as a head coach.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I like him a lot.
Yep. He's fun to watch. For sure. He's definitely turned that program on a little bit. Keep going, Giovanni.
I'll continue. I got former Cowboys running wide receiver Michael Irvin was going crazy after the Cowboys win versus the Eagles. That happened 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a heated rivalry for sure.
Yeah. He was going berserk.
Heated rivalry. Yeah. Cowboys, are they good?
We don't know.
We don't know.
I hope
don't know if they know.
The Lions play them next week. And
Cowboys, are you still them boys?
Cowboys or cowgirls?
Yeah,
No,
something
no.
like that.
Something like
Because
that.
I think if the Lions lose to the Cowboys, that'll be
No.
it would be like their first time losing back-to-back games in
Ooh, 2 years?
Like,
2 or 3 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 years.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
gotta stay on our toes, and I'm nervous, but I mean, I'm not nervous.
Well,
Lions
I mean,
are
you're up
still the
against
best team in
You're
the league.
still good. You're still good.
you're up against the wall now. Now
Yeah.
you just got put in the hunt graphic, and that's never, unless you're the Browns, that's never a fun place to be.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'll continue.
Go ahead.
I got sports is awesome. I got a couple for Clear for Takeoff or Grounded. So this is actually a story, by the way, for sports is awesome. If you guys like I'm gonna talk about my story. So when I was in 7th grade, I was playing a basketball team in 7th grade, and I know you, Cooper, you were a part of the 8th grade basketball team, and during this one time in January 2024, I had this iconic moment that will never that my legacy will live on forever, because I got straight to the court on the way to the 3-point line. I caught the ball from the inbound, shoot the 3 from the 3-point line, and everybody was going nuts. You went nuts. The 8th grade crowd, the 8th grade team went nuts. Everybody went nuts. So that's my sports is awesome.
Yeah, that's a great flashback right there. I mean,
the shining moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Morrison has that video. So
Yep,
I
I
think
was there
do too.
somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
If you can find it, we might have to throw that in.
I might have to ask your dad
in
for
post.
it back. I think I've broken my phone a couple times since then.
Really?
Yeah, I may not have backed it up.
But we could throw it in post. But it really is an iconic moment. I remember it very well.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite non-playing memories of my basketball years.
Yeah.
But that's a good moment right there.
Yeah. Yep. All right, I actually had one sports is awesome. I am so sorry. I got this sports is awesome. Have you heard the Indianapolis Colts new CEO, Charlie Gordon?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a really nice lady for the Colts. She is like building her father's legacy when he was with the Colts, and now she is like a coach. She is like an empathizer to everybody. I mean, she is a really good lady to have.
She puts on a headset, wants to know what's going on the sidelines. She's built different, a little different than the other.
She's trying to build her father's legacy.
And here's the thing is, you do worry about the owner getting too involved, but when the owner is a little distant, like the Commanders and what they were going through over the last couple years.
Yeah.
But then you also look at the Cowboys with Jerry Jones, and
he's a little too.
And it's a fine line to walk where you're very involved. You feel like the team has your support, that kind of thing. So
yeah,
I know, and the Hunt family for the Chiefs, I feel like they're always they've always been really good. The Rooney family.
I think the Ford family.
The Ford, yep. So I've actually met her before.
Really?
Yeah, with the Hall of Fame. I did some work with the Hall of Fame, and she was down there. And yeah, they're awesome. The whole family's awesome. So.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
But I mean, it's working for the Colts, man. They're having a good season right now.
Yeah. I mean, today was a letdown, but.
I think the season as a whole is
it's already correct.
Already a step in a positive direction for them.
Correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Giovanni, got anything else?
Clear for takeoff, grounded. I got like 7 or 8. So for the first one I got clear for takeoff is the NFL Thanksgiving games, and oh man, those were cinema to watch.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll get to that.
Yep.
Yeah, I have some of those in my awesome sports funny moments.
Okay.
Yep.
But
yeah, that was definitely rivalry. Like if we did a big 3 of the greatest weeks in sports, Thanksgiving week has to be right up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
with like the January 1st, the week of January 1st, like college
Yeah.
football playoffs and,
Yeah, I would like that.
you know, the wild card hunt. And yeah, that was.
Yep.
When did we say November? Who picked November for our greatest months?
Yeah, I know it wasn't me.
I have first pick?
I want to, but you picked October.
But
Morrison picked November.
I think I picked November.
I think
Yeah. I know it was a long time.
So that was a while ago.
Yep. All right.
It
The
eludes
second
me.
one I got is the Ohio passed the bill on the NIL for Ohio schools, high school students.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got my student square message sent out. You know, they're telling me all the things I have to know about NIL, which well, luckily I don't think I'll be getting any NIL deals.
You never know.
It's
Yeah.
depends if the cross country team just does
sponsored
super well
by
next few
SME
years.
Sports.
Yeah.
He is not paying for sponsorships. He wants people to buy sponsorships on his camera, but
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Listen, you wear that hoodie around.
yeah,
I have to pay you.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right, third one I got cleared for takeoff is Ohio State finally whooping Michigan for the first time since 2019, ending the long drought.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yep,
Did you guys see at the end of the game?
I know everybody didn't want to plant the flag.
They came out and they're guarding the M in the middle of the field.
It was the best defense they played all day.
Yeah, and it's not even close.
Did you see? And I saw Brutus was being.
Brutus was next level.
He was loving it.
They need to get him a full ride scholarship.
Yeah, he's 60 years old and he's still doing this.
He's older than that. What do you mean, 60 years old?
He's 60 years old of the mascot.
Like the person inside, or the mascot has been around for 60 years?
The mascot has been around for 60 years.
Okay. No, he's one of the greatest in my opinion. And I'm probably biased.
If we could do a big three of the best mascots,
there you go.
I would put him on my top three.
That's a good one.
See, now you got me thinking because I think I pick for next week.
Ooh, and sports. I mean, there's been some epic mascots.
So now I'm thinking, do I go mascots?
I know. Now I don't want to say anything. I don't even want to talk about it.
Okay.
Right.
First overall pick. Come on.
Right.
Anyway, keep going.
Fourth one I got clear for takeoff is Lane Kiffin. He got hired by the LSU Tigers, leaving Ole Miss in the college football playoff.
I got him in my grounded.
Yeah.
Have you seen what Ole Miss is doing to him?
Yep.
They are absolutely trashing him online.
The whole playoffs.
There's been a couple coaches who've done that, and it's not a good look. It is not a good look.
Yeah.
That's a Brian Kelly move.
Yeah. Good.
Speaking of Ole Miss, did you guys see that the Mississippi State a kid, like a student, broke into the locker room, stole Ole Miss quarterback jersey,
defiled it.
Defiled it. Yeah, he was using it as what was he using it as, a towel?
There was a lot he was doing to that jersey,
rubbing his feet on it, something like that.
Yeah, I think he took it back to his house or dorm room and was like showering.
Yeah. Dude.
Wow.
Yeah.
Evil.
I mean, that's fun. That's kind of funny. There's not a lot of harm that's done there. It is kind of funny. Now, be prepared to get breaking and entering and stealing charges pressed against you, but it is funny. I mean, that's kind of old school, like shenanigans.
Yeah.
It's like the almost family friendly version of when the great Tom Brady jersey heist, when they stole Tom Brady's jersey, but
on
a bit of a smaller scale.
Yeah, he made him. I mean, he had to get himself out there.
Even MJ.
He was videotaping everything, and
MJ with the jersey,
Jordan's jersey,
and
he had to wear number 12 for a day.
It's true.
Yeah.
Good callback. Good callback.
For the fifth one, I got clip for takeoff. It's Cook Cinetti. The Indiana Hoosiers are 12-0, and they're playing Ohio State in the Big Ten championship next week.
Yeah, it's a big year for Cignetti.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, last year was big, making Indiana a real football school. And
Yep.
then this year, like going undefeated, spanking everyone.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And the dude looks like he doesn't even care half the time. I mean,
Like
he is just.
It's
Like when he wins,
cool as a
that,
cucumber.
like when the Indiana Hoosiers has a blowout, he doesn't celebrate. He just doesn't say anything.
Yeah,
On to the next one.
He's just quiet.
He's straight business, and
Right.
Yeah.
it's working.
I know
for
he wants to
Indiana.
win the championship.
Yeah. Well, I think they all do.
Yeah.
All right.
I got a couple more.
Couple more.
The sixth one got grounded. It's the Kansas City Chiefs because they are now 6-6.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple teams that are they got to smash the panic button.
Yeah,
I think once you hit after week 12, if you're 500, you got to hit that panic button because your schedule depends on it. I think Cooper right now you're hovering right above it, but
yeah. So that's
what
I was gonna say.
Hand over panic button.
But whenever I think I'm like, oh gosh, come on, Lions, we're better than this. I'm like, wait a minute.
I know everybody in
we're-
the Fontaine house wasn't unhappy.
Yeah, well, and I'm the only Lions fan. Everyone else is stuck being a Browns fan. No offense to the Browns, but
Yeah.
every time I think about the Lions and we could be doing better, at least we're not the Chiefs right now because being 500 is kind of embarrassing. Now,
Yeah.
it's getting close, but
Yeah.
I think the Lions are, still okay. It's
They just got to get it together.
Right. I think they are
We
too.
need
I think they are too, but
we need a magic potion to heal everyone.
The get right game, I don't know if it would be against the Cowboys at this point in the season. They're rolling right now. Their offense is looking pretty good. So
Yeah.
It's
See. All right, I got 3 more. I got clear for takeoff. My birthday is in 2 more weeks.
So
that is clear for
so
takeoff.
Giovanni is cleared for takeoff.
Yep.
Gotcha.
And then just after that, guys, Christmas is just around the corner. This is, I think, when this episode's airing, it's probably going to be the 1st of December, yeah?
Correct.
Yeah.
We are in December.
Yes, sir.
25 days.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Yep, it is.
All right.
All right. Clear for takeoff. We got Cooper Flagg. He scores 35 points. He has the most points ever in his career in his rookie year.
Yeah, I feel like he started off a little slow, but he's been cooking. I mean, him, VJ Edgecombe's looking nice. Con Knipple with the
Knipple, yeah.
He's looking good too.
Yep.
Got a nice rookie class this year.
Yep. All right, the last one I got grounded is the Cleveland Cavaliers because they have lost 3 straight since we last talked. And since we're talking 8:26 p.m., they just lost by 2 points.
Yeah, to a beat up. I mean, think about it. They don't have their best player. Cannot be an excuse. So
nope, cannot be an excuse.
Okay.
And that was it.
That was it. All right. Cooper, you want me to go or are you ready?
I just have a few. I'll go real quick.
Yeah, just make it quick. Go ahead.
We had some fun Thanksgiving moments. Jake Ferguson grabbed. I don't know if you guys saw this. Jake Ferguson literally just grabbed the whole turkey. They separate the legs. People get legs. He just grabbed the whole turkey and he's eating it, and that was fun. And then Josh Jacobs in the Packers-Lions game just grabbed a whole plate and took it to the locker room.
They were passing them out too. It was who I think was it who was it?
Is it this one where he's giving it to the security guard?
Yeah, and they got fired. Did you see that?
He got fired?
Yeah, the security guard got fired.
Dude, I saw that clip, and the security guard's looking around, looks at the camera.
I didn't know he got fired.
I did not know he got fired.
That is nuts.
That's overreaction.
Yeah.
Yep, it is.
But another cool Thanksgiving moment, Tyrese Maxey and his dog at the National Dog Show.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that one.
Yeah.
That was
awesome. He took his dog, and they did the obstacle course and stuff. I thought that was really cool. I've never seen sometimes you see athletes in the Thanksgiving Day parade. I don't think I've ever seen athletes do stuff at the dog show, which was awesome. So I thought that was a really cool moment. Cleared for takeoff. A lot of the stuff that I had in my mind, we already talked about, but KJ Duff, wide receiver for Rutgers, had a ridiculous one-handed catch in one of their last drives against Penn State. I mean, they're losing by one score. It's like 4th and 18. He just lays out, makes it incredible one-handed catch. I mean, they still lost, but
Yeah.
it was really impressive. And then I have kind of a sports' sad moment.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
This almost flew under my radar because this is JUCO news. But Ethan Dietz, who's a basketball player at Connors State
Taken
College.
too soon.
Yeah. Well, I want some more people to know about this, but he's a basketball player at Connors State College. 3 days after sustaining a head injury in a game that he was playing in, he passed away in the hospital. And they're saying it's likely due to injuries. He got a head injury in the game, and there's no specifics have been revealed about exactly what it was. But, I mean, it's just
yeah.
It's very sad. And he's pretty legit too. I mean, he was averaging almost a double for them. But no, I saw that on.
It was a brain bleed.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes, it is. I just looked it up.
Yeah, head injuries are nothing to play around with. I know as coaches, we are expected to immediately, if there is any suspicion of head injury, that player is done and should go to the hospital. And if they don't, like the coach could be held accountable. They just, I mean, with all the CT stuff in the NFL and everything going on there, they just, especially kids. I mean, and this was a kid. When you think of JUCOs, you can't play around with that stuff. So I can understand that. Yeah, that's a good point. I'm glad you brought that one up, Cooper.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But that's all I really had, and I saw that, and I was just like, this.
Right.
There's no way that this should be happening after a basketball game during the middle of a basketball game. So I figured I'd bring that one up.
Yeah. Yeah. Good couple points there. I think you guys did hit on a couple of mine as well. I'm probably on the grounded list because my attention is not going to be with us.
Oh yeah, the Broncos game.
I got that playing in the background and I'm just watching here. They're driving. They're on it looks like the 20, 3rd and 5.
You look like Tom Grassi right now.
Well, I got the lean going on here. 3rd and 5.
I'll never be hating because I literally did this 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because of the Lions game.
Watching the Lions game, so.
Yeah.
Well, they should kick a field goal here. See if they get that. But, yeah, we'll keep you updated. I got that playing on in the background here. So, yeah, my attention span is probably grounded. Anyway, cleared for takeoff. I got my boy Ryan Day. He handled business. He got that win, got that monkey off his back.
Finally, exercise the demon.
Giovanni already mentioned it, but I do think that they handled it quite well. He kept his guys off the field. He wasn't going to let them do it. In fact, he wrangled a couple of them. But yeah, I mean, the fan base is going to take care of all the hate talk. So, I mean, that's all that was all I could see for an entire day on social media was.
I honestly think Ryan Day saved his job with that win.
I think that he saved his job with the national championship. I don't think that. I think that he proved that he is a great coach and his winning percentage is up there. And I'll be honest with you, I don't see anybody that they could go and get that would fill that spot as well as he could. So.
Now he's making like $10 million per year. Now he has 82 wins and only 10 losses.
Yeah, I mean
that's impressive.
He's doing well. Let's just put it out there.
Yeah.
Clear for takeoff. Rivalry week was just just awesome. I mean, college football was at its peak. You have a lot of really close games that probably shouldn't even have been close with the rivalries. The Auburn-Alabama game was exciting. That was a good one. The Ohio State-Michigan game was, I think they were pretty much fighting after every play. There was probably 10 unsportsmanlike conduct penalties thrown. We saw a ref get headbutted.
He should have got ejection.
Probably should have been ejected there. Yeah, I looked up the rules and it said that you are supposed to be ejected for making malicious contact with a referee.
Were they the refs cheating or something?
I don't know about that, but in the moment they definitely did not follow the rules there. No. But yeah, rivalry week was at its peak, just like it is every year. It just so happens that we were on the right side of the rivalry week this year. So that felt good. Thus cleared for takeoff. Grounded, Giovanni, I had Lane Kiffin on the other end of it. And like I said, they are absolutely just lighting him up. Ole Miss is just letting him hear about it. Apparently he didn't meet with the players or wouldn't meet with the players to let them know. Made his announcement at 9 a.m. To go to LSU, which I think we all kind of figured that was going to happen. But not meeting with the players, and then I guess he sent him a letter.
And Ole Miss fans were booing at him while he got on the plane to Baton Rouge.
Right, and the letter was cross-checked. Good college kids cross-checked with AI, and 87% of it was AI generated.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So that's kind of a.
I don't know if he'll get fined for that letter, but
no, he won't. That's a grounded moment. And then the comments that were made by a podcaster. I don't really know. I didn't do much research on who this kid was, but he said that to say it politely, that Lane Kiffin was not a good person, that he's had a shady past, and that there's no way that he is going to be able to change the direction of LSU, and that he's always going to be who he is, and he's not going to be anybody different. And that's me putting it politely. If you really want to know the quote, you can go research that about what the podcaster said about Lane Kiffin.
Oh my God.
Because that was what they were chanting at Lane Kiffin as he was boarding the plane, was that he was quote unquote some sort of gardening tool. I'm not really sure what that means, but I'm kind of lost. But anyway, Lane Kiffin grounded. The Browns officially out of the hunt.
I don't know who made this graphic.
On Thursday night they had the in the hunt graphic, and for some reason they put the Browns in there at 3-6 or 3-8, and definitely we're not in the hunt.
I was
I think they were just that was let's just see if we can fit these guys in a graphic. Somebody had a bet. Somebody dared them find a way to get the Browns in the graphic, and they did.
Honestly, the whole graphic was pretty bad. Like in the bottom of the graphic, it's like Browns 3-8. No offense to the Bengals. Bengals 4-8. Dolphins 4-7.
Yeah.
I don't think any of those teams down there are in the
technically, it's like, okay, haven't been eliminated from playoff contention, but you can't find more than 10 teams like in the AFC better than the Browns. Like, come on.
Like, you could have just looked that up.
So anyway,
that's
weird. So anyway, so the Browns are officially, I don't know if they've been officially eliminated yet, but they are.
We're not eliminated yet, but we might be soon.
Yeah, they're officially have a losing season for the second year.
For the 33rd time, I guess.
Yeah, third year in a row, I guess I should say. Yeah, it's not a good look. And then I have I guess my last go back to clear for takeoff is Ben Johnson. The dude's jacked. And the Bears are good, and I apologize for rubbing that in, Cooper, but that was just my cleared for takeoff. That was,
it's okay, because I think Dan Campbell's a little more jacked. Maybe not the team might not be as good.
I think he is a large man.
That's true. I think, you know what? Here's what I'll say. I think if Dan Campbell got a little slimmer,
Mhm.
dropped a little. Like if he really honed it in, then
Yeah.
the Lions would be a little better.
Ooh.
But
Well,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
looked
maybe.
a little more like Ben Johnson.
Yeah, we'll
But
see.
yeah.
Well, I Ben Johnson reminds me more of like a defensive back or a quarterback, whereas Dan Campbell's definitely a linebacker or a defensive end. He's got
Yeah,
that.
that's
He's
a
got
good
those
point.
vibes. Yeah.
Yeah.
We should put together a team out of the coaches.
here's what I'll say. We did the what mascot would you want on your team going into battle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should do a what 3 coaches do you want on your team going into
Street
battle?
street fight with the coaches. That's not a bad one.
Oh yeah, it can be all time too. We'd have to make it all time because
ooh.
Okay.
I think
Mike
if we
Singletary.
went off, gosh,
I would.
if we went off just current ones, it would be a little bit hard.
Yeah.
It would be a little harder, but
Right.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, okay. That brings us to our big three. Because that's all I had, unless you guys had anything else. I think.
Yeah, but I don't have anything else.
All right. Perfect.
I didn't have anything else.
So our big three this week is going to be best duos, sports duos of all time, selected by Mr. Giovanni Schefter. And so what we're going to do is we are going to pick our best duos, and I believe
Cooper's got the first pick.
Cooper has the first pick, and I have the caboose.
And he'll pick next week, right, Cooper?
Right. Correct.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 1 overall, Coop.
Number 1 overall.
This is hard.
No pressure though. Yeah. Because you're gonna leave some really good duos on the board. Yeah. I agree.
All right. Well, oh gosh, I think I'm gonna go. When they on the court, give me Kobe and Big Diesel.
Ooh.
Okay.
On the court, give me those two
Shaq
because
Diesel.
I know they had their differences off the court,
Yeah.
but on the court, I mean, those two were absolutely unstoppable.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
mean,
good one.
right. Yeah. You're talking the best center probably of all time, and arguably in a position that's loaded, one of the best shooting guards of all time.
Yeah. The Mamba.
Black Mamba,
Mamba
baby.
mentality. All right.
That's my number 1 overall.
Giovanni.
All righty. All right. Give me Tom Brady and Gronk.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's on my list.
Yeah, that's one of those like unstoppable duos. I mean, I think we're pretty close with Patrick and Travis. Killer Trav, but yeah, that one, I mean, they have the numbers and the stats and the championships, so for sure. Okay. Well, I'm going to be honest with you boys. You left me one that I would probably be very disappointed in myself if I didn't take.
Yeah. Okay.
Give me Michael and Scotty.
That's a great one.
There's another one just off my list.
Give me Michael and Scotty. I mean, 6 championships together. And they arguably the best duo in all of sports, not just basketball.
Yeah.
And then I feel like I'm the guy who always goes way back and reaches. And I'm going to leave some on the board here for you guys, so you should be pretty happy with that. But give me Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig.
That's on my list.
In Murderers Row. So, like one of the most feared duos. We talk about how good it is with like Aaron Judge and like when Juan Soto was behind him and how good that was. But for years and all the championships that the Yankees won. So, give me those guys together for sure.
That's a good one.
So back to Giovanni.
Okay, give me LeBron and Kyrie on the Cavs.
Ooh, I like that one.
I do like that one.
They were the motor of a championship team.
Correct. I mean, yeah. I mean, the Cavs couldn't have got luckier having him And then also having LeBron be loyal-ish to the Cavs and coming back. I mean, he didn't have to come back.
Yeah.
He definitely didn't have to come back. He definitely saw the future in Kyrie and came back. So that was a good duo.
Yep.
And and no offense to everyone else on that team. No offense to J.R. Smith,
Iman Shumpert,
Kevin Love,
Matthew Dellavedova,
Chetty Osman.
Yeah, dude. And I forgot to tell you guys this, but when I was at the Cavs game 2 weeks ago, there were some like crazy jerseys. There was a guy wearing a Chetty Osman jersey. There was another just crazy callback.
Ira Newble.
No, not. I'm gonna look this up now because I'm really
Drew
mad,
Gooden. Zydrunas Ilgauskas.
They had a few big.
Yeah.
Z
Oh,
jerseys.
he's a legend. He's a Cavs legend.
Yeah, he's a legend.
How random can I get? Damon Jones, Boobie Gibson.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was something. Oh my gosh.
Austin Carr.
Oh, you're going way back.
No, I'm so mad because it
Mark
was literally
Price.
just like and I
Craig
think I said this, but
Elo.
not Craig Elo. Hold up.
Okay.
It was something so random. It was like it might have been like an Andre Miller Cavs jersey.
Ooh,
Andre
Andre
so
Miller.
Like it was something.
He was
weird.
a dog for a little bit. Right before
He was-
LeBron got there. I want to say, did he play 1 year with LeBron?
I don't know.
I might have to look that up.
I don't know. And there was a Mo Williams jersey.
Mo Williams,
Mo
yep.
Williams.
Yep.
Like there was two just like those are two
Juwan
just
Wagner.
Yeah, there was.
He was
just
supposed to be really good. He was. I want to say he was who we got the
He
year
didn't
before
even play
that.
with LeBron for Andre Miller.
He didn't play with LeBron.
I don't think so.
So he played with Ricky Davis and who was the other guard? Ricky Davis and I can't remember off the top of my head.
It'll
Anyway,
come back to you.
yeah, it'll come to me here in the middle of whatever.
Yep.
All right, we're off track. Go ahead, Giovanni. Right? Is it?
Yeah.
No.
yeah,
no.
the middle.
No, Cooper. It's you.
Isn't Giovanni is Giovanni in the middle? Did
Yeah,
he go?
Giovanni picked
he
LeBron
went-
and Kyrie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Ooh, we're so off track.
Right. Correct. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to go with the Splash Brothers.
Oh,
Okay,
I love
Kyrie,
that
Clay,
one.
Steph and
Kyrie, Steph, Clay. Yeah,
Oh,
Kyrie,
by the way, Steph Curry signs with the Warriors today.
Resigns.
resigns.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes.
Has he signed
You
a
know-
shoe deal yet?
He signed with Nike,
Did he?
No,
but they haven't.
I thought he wanted to.
announced it.
I thought he wanted to work on his own brand.
I don't know. I know
don't know.
he was
He
wearing
really signed
Kobe's.
with Nike.
He was wearing Sabrina's too.
Yeah,
Oh.
I've seen him wearing a bunch of Nike shoes. I don't know if he is, but I've seen a bunch going officially signed. But
Right.
it's highly likely Nike is on top of basketball right now.
Yeah.
It's them and
New Balance.
New Balance.
New Balance did get Cooper Flag.
They've got a
and they
couple
have
big
Kawhi.
ones.
Tyrese Maxey,
Yeah.
Yep.
Cam Brink in the WNBA.
Paige Butchers.
What about Victor Wembanyama?
He's a Nike guy.
Okay.
And then honestly, and it's getting big in China right now too, because that's where Dwayne Wade got his shoe deal a while ago with Li Ning, which is a Chinese company.
Okay.
I'm thinking there's a few other weird ones where it's like
I feel like Asics is in the mix.
yeah, who do they?
Um,
Asics. I know Skechers has Draymond Green.
What about Klay
Skechers
Thompson
Joel
has.
Embiid. Klay Thompson has Anta, which is another Asian one.
Right.
361. They have Jokic, and that's another. It's like there's a few random ones where it's just like over in China or Korea that have like a few players. I want to say there's some. Oh, Kyrie is with Anta.
Okay.
Kyrie is Anta, and then Klay Thompson is Anta.
Okay.
But so yeah, I mean shoes. It's really getting spread out now.
Gotcha.
But, and then again, super off topic, guys. Like, what are we doing?
What are we doing?
We need to focus up.
All right, Cooper, you get two
Um,
picks. Just saying.
Yeah, I picked Steph and Clay,
Yeah.
and then with my next one, I don't want to do another basketball one. You know what?
You're
I'm
allowed.
gonna go. I'm allowed to, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna go Serena and Venus Williams.
On my list.
That's my super pick right there.
That's a pretty dominant duo.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine in their prime having to play them in doubles.
Oh gosh.
Like I just don't see that ending very well for their opponent.
Oh, absolutely not. I mean that's.
I don't care. I don't care who it is. You put some men out there, and when they were in their prime, like
two goats of women's tennis.
Right. Correct.
Yeah, correct.
So, all right.
I picked.
Giovanni, your last pick.
All right, with the last pick, I got Joe Montana and Jerry Rice.
Joe Montana.
Yeah, that was on my list.
Yep, that was on my list too. All right, my last pick. Man, I know who I will pick. I'm just trying to. It's between there's two here that I think like I really want, but I think I can't pass the one up. So I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go Magic and Kareem.
Okay.
Yeah. That was the one that I didn't take. That was on my list.
Right.
I couldn't.
I figured when you said I'm not doing another basketball one, that's who you're talking about. But yeah, the one I passed on was Peyton and Harrison, Peyton Manning and Marvin Harrison.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, if go through your honorable mentions here, I had Greg Maddux and Tom Glavine, and the number of wins that those two guys had in the 90s was just absurd to be on the same team.
Right.
And you look at how good the Braves were throughout the 90s, and sure. Let's see. I don't know enough about hockey and soccer to make good decisions on some of these.
Yeah.
When you're doing your research and you're searching for some of these, so like Wayne Gretzky and Jari Kurri, or Mario Lemieux and Jaromir Jagr, like those are definitely names that I know, but I don't know them enough to make a good decision on them. Messi and Luis Suarez, I do know those two, and you know them not only from Barcelona, but they're also Argentinians. And so they've played together for a long time in multiple aspects, and they've won a lot of stuff. But I just can't put Luis Suarez up there. I don't know. He's just kind of a dirty player. He's like the Dennis Rodman of soccer.
Oh.
He's just biting people all the time. So.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah, I think that we definitely hit our – like if you had to make a top four, we definitely got the top four. But amongst our top three, I think we nailed it. I think we hit the big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys have any other ones?
I had one that I thought when Giovanni said LeBron, I thought he was going to go Bron and D Wade, because I feel like that was more of a just the straight up amount of lobs and stuff that they were throwing to each other in South Beach. I feel like that was more of maybe a more dynamic duo, if that's what you want to say. But
Batman to Robin kind of deal. Yeah. I think that both of them will be Hall of Famers.
Definitely.
I don't know. Like, will Kyrie? I mean, they put the NBA puts a lot of people in their Hall of Fame. It's not as exclusive as baseball and basketball.
Yeah.
Or baseball and football. Now, football is starting to put more and more people in. But I think that
we'll wait and see.
Basketball puts you in if you were just good nowadays. Good list. I think that we hit it. Honorable mentions, definitely. We
got
passed,
a little off track.
We passed on some. Yeah, there was definitely. You can hit the skip button if you want on a couple of those conversations, but
yeah.
But there's good content in there somewhere. So all right. So what we're gonna
NBA.
We're gonna go through and we're gonna hit up NBA, NCAA basketball. We're gonna do NCAA football. Talk about the playoffs. and maybe what we
Buckeyes.
predict as the playoffs, recap the Buckeyes, and then we'll talk a little bit about just the NFL as far as like now that the playoff picture is starting to take form and these teams that are going to be involved. We'll talk about a little bit of that. So,
Okay.
yeah. All right. So let's start off with the NFL or NBA. Go ahead, Giovanni.
All right, I'll go. All right, I got Steph Curry is sidelined for a week with a quad contusion. Eric Spoelstra won his 800th career game in his NBA coaching career. Detroit Pistons' huge winning streak is over after a loss to the Celtics. DeMar DeRozan is drawing trade interest from the Clippers. The Kings. Jalen Williams returns after an offseason wrist surgery. Oklahoma City is great. SGA still three-throw merchant. Landry Shamet for the Knicks. He's out 4 weeks with a shoulder injury. SGA and Jalen Johnson were named Western and Eastern Conference Player of the Week for Week 5, and the Mavs have no interest in trading Kyrie Irving this season.
I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't see them being good, and I don't see him playing a whole lot. Yeah, I don't necessarily.
I mean, they're
with the Cavs, we did get Darius Garland back. That's going to help out, but at the loss of basically half of our team. So
Larry Nance, Jared Allen, and we lost Sam
Lonzo
Merrill
Ball is out. Sam Merrill's out. Max Strus is out. Like we're beat up. So
I don't know if it's time to hit the panic button.
No, I'm
not yet. You're still top 10,
top 6. We're still top 6 teams in the Eastern Conference. Yep, and I do think that they're a good team. You know, like when I look at these other teams, like Orlando is definitely about the same spot as we are right now. 76ers, I don't think that they're that good. I think that they've got other things to worry about. And then Boston is clicking. They're a good team coached by a good coach, and they know how to win games. And then Chicago's got the pieces too. It's just, can they figure it out? So like, I'm not that worried. I'm not that worried at all. So the one that surprises me is Milwaukee being on the outside looking in. But the rest of them do not surprise me. You have the Pacers, who are down their best player, Charlotte, Brooklyn, and Washington, who are just traditionally bad at basketball. So, and then in the West, like you were saying, like Oklahoma City's still top dog. Lakers are playing great. Batman. LeBron.
Nuggets are good.
LeBron is. I don't know. I don't even know where he stands on that team anymore. It's like they don't even need him, which is just amazing.
Luka is still skinny.
Luka's good. The whole team is playing out of their minds, and LeBron's not even playing. But the West pans out exactly how I pictured it. Are the Kings injured?
I think so.
Because at the beginning of the year, I thought they were going to be better. I think I had them being a lot better than below less than 5 wins. No, they're
and I think
Sabonis
I don't know
is
if
out.
you guys saw, but
torn meniscus.
When they lost to the Jazz, a fan who was sitting courtside got removed after yelling at Zach LaVine. He was saying like, "Yo, Zach LaVine, you're lazy, bro. You're not even trying." And Zach LaVine said, "Go home then."
No, he said he
was talking back to him.
So I saw that guy went onto. He's actually a famous like rapper or something, and I saw him. He went onto his Instagram and he explained himself, and he was like, "No," he was telling Zach LaVine, he's like, "No, you go home." He's like, "You're not even trying. Like I didn't come out here to watch you just give up and not even try. Like I am here to watch good basketball, and you are not playing good basketball, and it's day in and day out. So he called him out. Like I actually kind of appreciate that. I can understand it. To have him removed, he must have said some stuff that, was a little bit lower than, whatever. Just your average heckling, right? But did you see Josh Giddey had a guy ejected because he was calling him a pedophile.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let's first of all,
I
Josh
know.
Giddey, he's not lying. Like
He's not lying.
Yeah.
you're.
I see. I
Josh Giddey, man.
He pulled off like a Drake.
I here's my thing with all of this. If you don't want people saying these things, don't give them attention. Because now there's going to be some other clown out there that's going to know that's going to get under your skin. You're going to come over and talk to them on the sideline, and I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? I just
going on here?
I don't know. I agree with like, don't let the racism and don't let the derogatory and all that, like,
yeah.
But little stuff like that, you just gotta like,
yeah.
I don't know. You just gotta play through it. I hate to say that. You shouldn't have to endure it. I think that what I'm saying is that fan is in the wrong. But at the same time, like if you give them attention, now someone else somewhere at some other court is going to be like, say the same thing. And then as soon as everybody comes over, I didn't say anything. And now they're under your skin kind of deal.
Wow.
Yeah. So Pardon My Take the podcast Pardon My Take, they have an interesting theory is that every sport should have a you can fight one fan rule that they should work into the, just to keep fans from saying stupid stuff. But you only get one a year. And so you have to pick wisely. And so the fans probably wouldn't say as much if they knew there could be some large individual coming into the stands after them. But yeah, that was all right.
Crazy. Well, and another not super wild NBA moment, but I don't know if you guys saw Luka and Clay kind of having a little thing. Luka kind of spanked Clay on the butt.
Yeah.
He kind of cooked him, hit him with a few pump fakes, hit the three, and he's walking back down court, and he goes up behind Clay, gives him a little spank on the butt, and Clay was he was like, whatever. It was kind of a funny moment, but it could be worse. I forget who a few years back, it might have been Jared Allen actually got in a little spank battle with Joel Embiid.
Yeah.
And
I don't know if it was Jared Allen, but it turned into a scuffle, right?
I remember there was a clip of someone going back and forth with Joel Embiid on the Tookus.
Yeah. Yeah, and I remember Kevin Love got butt smacked by Larry Nance a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they played together, so there's kind of a brotherly thing there going on there. But as far as the cup goes, the Cavs have been eliminated. You're looking at
I don't care about that. We wanted to go to Vegas for money.
Yeah. You're looking at coming out of the East, you got the Heat, the Knicks, the Magic, and the Raptors.
Raptors are playing good too.
Broncos just recovered the ball and brought it back to about the 40. Looks like an interception. Interception by Marcus Mariota.
Yeah.
Not too upset about that. Keep it going. Keep it going. Jaden Daniels in the house.
College basketball coop.
Yeah, bring us the college basketball world.
Yeah. Feast week was pretty fun. Unfortunately, ESPN Plus didn't have any super crazy games, so they didn't have the Players Era Festival, which Michigan won that. Which the finals game was them versus Gonzaga, and they kind of spanked on Gonzaga. It was like 101 to 60 points, I think. So that was cool. Maui Invitational, that was USC versus Arizona State, and USC won. And then
so let me ask you this, since this is what you're talking about, the Maui Invitational. What's going on with that? Why aren't we getting these big profile schools there anymore? Like that used to be. I remember when I was growing up, the Maui Invitational was like the tournament, the preseason, like before you got into conference play. Like this is the tournament or showcase or whatever you want to call it. But
Yeah, now
you would have
got,
UNC and Duke, Gonzaga, Kansas. You'd have all these. I just remember seeing these coaches wearing Hawaiian shirts in their Jordans, on the sideline instead of their suit and tie jacket. I mean, wardrobe for coaches has changed over the years, which understandably, I mean, they don't need to be in a suit and tie on the sideline. I get it, but
yeah, I mean,
what's going on?
Sure, I don't know, but like.
Is there other stuff going on that's deterring? Is there other invitationals or?
Yeah, there's a few other ones. There is the Virgin Islands one. I mean, there's not that many big teams. Like that's on ESPN Plus. It's a lot of smaller teams. The Hoops Classic, that was Louisville and Cincinnati this year. The ESPN Events Classic, or the ESPN Events Invitational. I don't know who all was there, but during the week of November 21st to 28th, you have the Shriners Children's Charleston Classic, which is one of the larger ones, Hoops Classic, ESPN Events Invitational, the Maui Invitational, the Empire Classic, Battle for Atlantis, and Battle in the Bay. And those are all on ESPN. Those are some of the larger profile ones. But I mean, even besides that, there's still more. Like, I'm trying to think right now, but there is a lot of invitationals. I don't know why there's not as many high profile teams like participating, but and it's especially hard during Thanksgiving because I'm watching these games on ESPN Plus, or I mean, you can watch them through Disney Plus even, and the arenas are totally empty.
Right.
Like whether it's the U.S. Virgin Island ones that they were showing, or like, I don't remember. It was like I'm watching Mercer play App State, and it's completely empty. Like there's nothing going on. Like there's no fans there. I mean, I have no idea what it is. If it's a downtick in people actually wanting to go watch them in person, like they can't generate enough revenue because it's all just being streamed, or if it's teams want to rest their players instead of bringing them to wherever, or if it's like I honestly don't know what.
And that might be it. I mean, it's kind of like what the NBA is doing with the championship. It might be kind of the same concept, right? Whereas like you don't want your players to get hurt, so we're not going to go full blow, like getting after it and at the beginning of the season, so that you have them.
Just like the Cavs.
You have them for the end of the season. So, yeah, I don't know. I would assume that's probably it. Is let's not play these showcases where you have Duke and Kansas who don't normally play regular season games against each other, or like Michigan State and Florida, so that maybe you're not giving away as much. I mean, the film's out there. It's not hard to see that, but yeah, I don't know. I just noticed that, and that was one of those things that as a kid, that was something I watched all the time because, yeah, you'd have Izzo going up against Billy Donovan, or you'd have I guess back Bob Knight when he was with Texas Tech back then, going up against somebody. So yeah, I don't know. That was a good question. That was a question I had for somebody I thought might know the answer. So you gave me a good one. No, yeah, I know you didn't give me the answer, but it's definitely something to think about.
Yeah. But there's still some entertaining games. Yeah, I mean, it was just good to watch, and as a person who's trying to be better at broadcasting, it was, you get a better feel for just watching, and I'm not gonna say it's similar competition to high schoolers, but you can clearly see the difference between college basketball and NBA basketball. Like it's, I think my problem is whenever I'm watching NBA basketball, I almost automatically know who like everyone on the court is. College basketball, especially mid-major games, which is a lot of the stuff that they have on ESPN Plus.
Yeah.
Like you're just, it's more about the game and not as much about who's playing, and you can analyze it a little better. So I had a great time watching college basketball.
I would have to say that, outside of the NBA playoffs, I enjoy watching NCAA basketball far more than the NBA. And I know Giovanni might disagree with that you're a big time Cavs guy, but at the same time, like, I have an appreciation for basketball being played the correct way. And
you will see that all over
with the NBA, you get a lot of ISO, and it's just like our best one or two guys versus your best one or two guys. And, we have role players who will stand in the corner and with their hands ready to shoot a three, or somebody coming up to set a pick and roll for LeBron so that he can dunk it or kick it to the guy in the corner shooting the three, or whatever. Whereas in college basketball, you have motion, you have screens getting set, you have plays getting run, you have hardcore defenses. I mean, you still have people trying to run like a zone, which is always fun to watch, like how teams adjust to it, or like Jim Boeheim and like his zone defense at Syracuse, and like that kind of stuff. Like, that's fun to watch, especially when you get into March Madness, when now who the best teams are and who the best players are, and then they lose to a team who's just like got this one guy and they're scrappy. And
it's just like Cooper Flag with Duke.
Well, yeah, and I don't know. College basketball is just more wholesome to me.
Yeah, and then
makes me feel better.
Like when I was watching the Mercer versus App State game that I was talking about, it was like going on to the wire. Mercer's got this kid. He's hit like 6 threes in the game, and they're just moving around beautifully. And every bucket by him is like, it's either a three or it's like a little pro level turnaround mid range, like something nice. And it's like you don't get to see this. And then they take him out of the game, and some other kid comes in, and he's like, it's just great to watch. I'm literally pulling up ESPN Plus right now to see what like. Well, right now they don't have that much going on, but still
no, it'll be later in the week, but
they have a lot of Horizon League basketball, so I'm watching like Robert Morris and stuff, just
Cleveland State and Buffalo,
just like some of the most like this is like when you think of, I don't even want to say when you think of ethical hoops, you think of Horizon League, but it's like this is just people who love to play basketball.
Yeah, as a basketball purist, that would be better to watch. Yeah. Well, I interrupted you way back when we got off track again. What else did you have to say, or was that it?
I was just giving a little recap. I think I said USC won Maui Invitational. Michigan won the other one. Didn't have too much. There was just a lot of games being played.
Yeah.
A lot of sports, man.
Yeah.
That's all I really had for college basketball.
Yeah. Well, good. College football. Let's chat a little bit. The Broncos are inside the red zone, and Bo Nix just got hit in the helmet. But they can, or did they? Are you ahead of me?
They kicked the field goal.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't call the flag on this, so they probably had to kick it. Spoiler alert. Man, you're way ahead of me then. All right.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Well, okay, so college football. Let's first break down the Buckeyes, just because that's where we're
finally at. We finally beat the boogeyman.
Yeah, they got the monkey off their back, and I think last year we knew that they were the better team as well, but for whatever reason, they didn't play like it. They didn't play kind of this just pros versus Joes football game. They played old school, like hard-nosed football, and I think that the way that Michigan was built, they were a better hard-nosed football team. Not necessarily skilled. It was snowing that day too. It was kind of a nasty day in Columbus last year. And, they never put their foot on the gas. They just kind of like tried to coast through it. And so it was a close game. And we all know in close games in college football, if it comes down to the wire, anything can happen. In this case, it was kind of a good old fashioned beatdown. Wasn't very impressed with the first quarter. But that was kind of dictated by that first interception that Julian Sand threw. It took a drive away. It gave them another opportunity to kick a field goal. But like we've been saying all year, this defense is the best defense maybe I've ever seen. Until proven otherwise. What are they averaging? What they let up 9 points. So like they're probably averaging around 6.5 points a game.
Dang.
Like that is just an insane number to go your season and only let up 6.5, not even a touchdown a game.
Wow.
So yeah, it was very impressive. Julian Sand definitely, if he hadn't have thrown that pick, I would have said he was a no doubt for a Heisman. In Heisman contention. We'll see what happens with Indiana going up against the number 2 team in the nation.
That'll easily be the biggest test of the year.
Yeah.
And that will be the last test for the playoffs too.
Yeah. And we'll get to our playoff talk, but I think that without a doubt, Ohio State has solidified themselves in the college football playoffs without a doubt. I mean, I don't think there's anything. I mean, they're undefeated. Even if they lose, it's a one loss, which everyone else in here has at least one loss other than Indiana. I really think that if they lose in a close fashion, that you could just flip Ohio State and Indiana. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see why a one-loss Ohio State team would go lower than Texas A&M, who doesn't even get to play in their conference championship. I could see Alabama moving up above Texas A&M if they win against Georgia in their SEC championship. But holy cow, that's gonna we'll get to that. But Ohio State, I think that the defense. Amazing. I think the defense is going to win them some games here in the playoffs. But they still have the weapons. Here's what I'm the most excited about. I'm excited to see a healthy team going into Big Ten championship and then also into the playoffs.
And if we get it's
good
to
bye, see.
That's going to be huge.
Yeah, the bye will be huge. The home field advantage will be huge. Like just going down the list, like it is all big. That would be big. But I mean, even if they lose, I don't see them dropping out of the top 4. Unless something crazy happens. Like I could see, if somebody.
I could see Ohio State starters play a half and sit out for the second half to stay healthy.
Yeah, and I think that would be what it would be. The only way that they drop out of the top 4 is if somebody gets hurt. If you remember, what was it, 2-3 years ago? Florida State, their quarterback got hurt.
Jordan Travis. 2 years ago.
Jordan Travis tore his ACL, bad hit, and they took him out of. They were undefeated at the time, and they took him out of the college football playoffs altogether. And that was a big to do. And then, they ended up losing that next game. And whatever bowl they were in, and that was kind of the point was.
Orange Bowl.
He was a Heisman hopeful, and
and his career went over just like that.
Right. Well, and that's what I'm. That's the only thing that I think could keep Ohio State out of the top 4. I don't think that they would drop out of the top 12, but for sure.
Yeah.
So.
And I just want to throw this out there. This is kind of, and I don't know exactly. Obviously, the official playoff bracket is not out yet, but Bleacher Report put out their college football playoff picture as of yesterday, and they have Tulane as the number 12 seed.
Right.
And I'm not sure if that they're predicting them to be the AAC champion or what's going on, because right now North Texas is ranked higher than them in the AAC and in the AP poll.
Right.
So. We'll have to see how that develops, but I still think that's going to be. And
two, I mean, like you think of James Madison too with that.
Yeah,
I mean,
James Madison.
So, and yes, let's officially start this talk with the college football playoff going on. Like, okay, so you have your top 4, and I just don't. The only teams I see stepping out of the top 4. if Alabama loses, they'll jump out of the top 4, and I think Georgia will move up in. Okay, let's run the opposite. If Alabama wins, I could see them going up to 3, maybe 2, depending on how the Ohio State-Indiana game goes. And Georgia is now looking at they're a bubble team.
Yeah.
I mean, because like if you're in one of these big conferences, to be somewhere in number 10, 11, or 12 is actually bad, like very bad, because you're going to get left out for a North Texas, James Madison, or Tulane. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think that they would leave Georgia out. I think that would be like egregious if they left Georgia out. Georgia's proven that they're a very good team. And to lose in a conference championship to a team that is the number 4 seed, I think that's ridiculous. So anyway, Texas A&M isn't even going to play. So I could actually see them moving to the number 4. I don't think that they'll move them out. So they're kind of in a great spot, even though they lost to Texas. They're kind of in a great spot. Let's see. The article I'm reading is it was made last week, so we have a while. But who else? I don't know. What do you guys think as far as bubble teams?
I mean, okay, so I know we were talking about you mentioned James Madison,
Right.
But the Sun Belt does not get an automatic bid, do they?
No.
So I don't know if I see James Madison being thrown in there then, because the Sun Belt does not get a automatic bid, unlike the AAC, which does. And so, I mean, unless James Madison, the only team left on their schedule right now is Troy. But like, unless, I don't know if I even see James Madison making the playoffs, even though they're an 11-1 team. Like, they're a good team. They've only lost to Louisville, who's like, okay, they've been ranked previously this year. I think at the time they may have been ranked. But like, I don't even know if, North Texas or Tulane deserves that spot more than James Madison does. Like, and that's where it gets dicey, is when you get into the other conferences where, maybe they're structured a little differently, or they don't have as intense competition, especially in conference play, like the SEC,
right,
or the Big Ten, where it's like, that's why they're throwing them in there.
Yeah, I know. And I want to say, like, your strength of loss should matter as well. Like, you look at a Notre Dame, and that's kind of been a big debate, or at least it was for a lot of these teams. Like, your strength of loss should matter as well. And so, like, Notre Dame's 2 losses are Texas A&M and Miami, who are also put, up there. Miami's kind of petered out here over the last couple weeks, but I don't know. Going through this, and as I sit here and I look at the the rankings, I could see them moving Alabama up next week. They'll be in the top, I would say, 8. Texas A&M, they're going to be a bubble team. They're going to drop down probably to probably around 7 or 8 as well. But okay, so the teams that we're talking about are going to be BYU, Miami, and Vanderbilt and Texas. I think those are the 5 teams where you're like, okay, what's their future? What does their future hold? And they the only team that's going to get a chance to prove is Alabama. But I would say Vanderbilt has been eliminated, and they had a great win against Tennessee, a huge win. Texas, huge win over Texas A&M. That might get them in.
Yeah.
That might get Texas in over Vanderbilt, over Miami, and over BYU. I could see Texas getting in. That's going to be my prediction.
I don't. That's not too crazy, I think, to say that, especially with the strength of some of their like recent wins. And Arch Manning's kind of came around, I think, this season with that Texas squad.
Yeah. No, Arch Manning is starting to look like the quarterback they were hoping he would be at the beginning of the year. And which is kind of scary going into it, but I still think that there's a lot of flaws to their game that I think that, a good defense could expose. I think if anything, they exposed Texas A&M's flaws. And so, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But I'd say Texas is that bubble team that makes it in. And what is it going to come down to? North Texas or Tulane in that extra spot?
North Texas, Tulane, or Navy. They're all three tied for. I think it'll be North Texas and Tulane playing because they have the best overall record. Navy played one less game than the Tulane.
Right.
Because right now Navy's 9-2, Tulane is 10-2.
Right.
So North Texas and Tulane will probably be in the AAC championship. And between them both, I honestly don't know who's going to win because I think Tulane. So who is Tulane lost to? Tulane lost to UTSA, which is not
a good look.
It's not a great look, and they lost by 22, and then they lost to Ole Miss. Okay,
right.
So one of those is like acceptable, like it makes sense, whatever. The UTSA one, I don't know. And then let me take a look at North Texas. North Texas. Oh, I already said North Texas lost.
Man, just got a touchdown.
They lost to Memphis. Wait, no, that was last year. Wait, what? Hold on, my I just pulled up the Google Calendar right now. It's all messed up.
Oh boy.
Not like the Google Calendar, but
we're all.
I'm looking at the
Catawampus. All right.
This is ridiculous.
Well, that's the thing is like whoever comes out of that one.
Oh, they lost to South Florida when they were ranked. So.
Gotcha.
And that's their only loss. So.
I would say that part of me hopes that some March Madness wears off, but we're talking about football and not basketball. And like there's so many other intricacies than just somebody catching fire and the other team just missing shots. I just in football, whoever ends up drawing one of those three teams is just going to absolutely get pile drived.
Yeah.
Well, one of those three teams will get pile drived, I'm sure, especially if it ends up being like, like a Notre Dame or an Alabama. It's just, I don't know. Okay, so if I had to predict my top four, and this is like post conference championship, because the next time we will meet will be after the conference championships. I'm gonna say Ohio State.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Indiana doesn't move. I'm gonna say that Indiana and Ohio State, their one loss to Ohio State is not enough. The only way that I say Indiana moves is if Georgia has a definitive win over Alabama.
Yeah, and so here's where that's kind of what I was thinking, but I think if Ohio State like spanks Indiana,
You
like
could
if
drop
it's
them a couple,
bad, then they'll drop maybe a few more. And
maybe one or
if
two.
yeah, and if like you said, Georgia does get that big win, I mean, I think at the lowest Indiana will be maybe 4 or 5 because they're
Yeah.
still a really good team.
I don't think they drop out of the top 4, even with a definitive win by Ohio State. Same with Ohio State. If Indiana blows Ohio State out, I don't see them dropping 5 places.
Right.
That would be egregious for a one-loss team to drop that far, especially with the resume and how well they've played all year. But it will be cool because, the Big Ten will have 3 of the 4 buys for the SEC, who complains about the strength of schedule and all the above. I mean, we're here with it. We are here with it. So, yeah. After that, I mean, this is it. This is after conference championship, or not conference championship. Yeah, conference championship week. We will know. So next Tuesday we will know what the order is. But my bet is going to be Texas makes it in, and that's going to leave us with probably, I don't know, North Texas or Tulane, and then it's going to come down to BYU
And Texas
and Miami.
Texas Tech.
Yeah. Well, Texas Tech is ranked pretty high up there.
Oh yeah, I mean, I was just going straight off of
they only
the
have one
conference
loss.
championships.
Yeah, they only have one loss. So
we'll have to see how that pans out. I mean, I think this is it's gonna get pretty interesting.
Yeah, I want to say Texas bumps up in there. I think that they're gonna put Texas in with a win over A&M, which is crazy, over a one-loss BYU team.
Yeah,
I just think that I would rather see that, to be honest with you. After last year, the SMU and the Arizona State and now Arizona State game was good.
That was a good game.
That was a good game. But at the same time, it's like we haven't had a good upset in the conference championship or the college football playoffs yet. So
yeah.
I mean, that's, time will decide, but yeah, getting that bye this year is big because you're going to end up playing a good team, like a really good team. There's no cakewalks this year. I definitely know who I'd rather play, but at the same time, and then you got to look at like an Ole Miss and you're like, okay, your coach just left you.
They're going to get first round easily.
Well, I know that a lot of people like their defensive coordinator. And so they're excited for him to take over. But at the same time, you got to think that does something to a team when your head guy takes off and leaves on you.
Yeah.
So, well, all right. Let's change gears. Let's talk NFL. And
NFL it up.
This year or this week, we're gonna do something a little bit different. We're gonna kind of skip through. We're just gonna go straight to our top 10. We will each speak of our respective teams and kind of break down what they did this week or how they did or how we felt about it. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get into our top 10 and just kind of rank them. And then as we are going through that ranking, we might have conversations about how they're playing or who they're playing or where they fall. But yeah, I think that this will go quicker and be more productive, per se, until we get sidetracked. So, Cooper, why don't you lead us off since the Lions game happened first?
Right. Okay. So, it's Thanksgiving. It's Thursday. Everyone loves Thanksgiving football.
Yeah.
Except for Lions fans, especially in the Jared Goff era so far. As if I'm not mistaken, Jared Goff has been 1-4 with the Lions on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Not a great record, but I'm not going to say it's Jared Goff's fault. Okay. Jared Goff actually had a really good game. 20 for 26, 250 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's a Jared Goff stat line. That is a game manager exactly what you need to happen to win a game. Now, I still think that where the problem lies right now is it's going to be with the injuries. Specifically, injuries to the O-line have been killing us. We put in a new center on the first play he steps on Jared Goff's foot. Like they're not meshing right now. I think it's just there's too many people in and out of the offensive line. It's just I don't know. It's just been, and I think that's what I said in week 1. Was that's why we lost to Green Bay in week 1, and I think it's one of the main factors still right now. And the defense, and again, it's just injuries with the defense. I think if this is a healthy Lions squad, this is a fantastic team. I mean, you have some really, really incredible players on both sides of the ball. Obviously, on offense, Jared Goff, Jahmyr Gibbs, David Montgomery, Jamison Williams, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Sam Laporta. Like, the list goes on. Penei Sewell. It's really, like, this is a star-studded team. The problem is so many of the people who aren't the stars are injured, and even people who are, like, we have defensive, like some of our best defensive player in and out. Kirby Joseph has been a little banged up. Terrion Arnold just came back, and he was good. He had 4 tackles on the day. Aiden Hutchinson,
played well.
I'm glad he's back this season. He's been playing well.
Yeah.
But it's like then we're literally like, you got games where it's all backups playing. They have a good game, and they're called the Legion of Whom because no one has ever heard of these guys. In terms of the game versus Green Bay, it was like, you look at the stats, it was almost identical on both sides of the ball. But I don't know if it just wasn't, we couldn't close out all the way. We couldn't get it going entirely. I mean, here's what I'll say. I'm glad we had people who were able to step up, especially in the third and the fourth, and like later in the game after Amon-Ra went down with that injury. So Amon-Ra St. Brown gets injured in the middle of the game. Khalif Raymond is injured going into the game. So to come in for Khalif Raymond as a returner, we have Tom Kennedy, who I've already talked about a little bit, is a player who I like, and he had 4 catches for 36 yards. Then you look at someone who's kind of been a little bit more quiet in his rookie year, Isaac Tesla.
Yeah.
2 catches, 35 yards. And then in tight end, we have 2 backups coming in because not only is Sam Laporta injured, but if I'm not mistaken, so is Brock Wright, who's the other tight end, which really sucks. So we have, and no offense to these guys, but I've never heard of these guys, Anthony Ferkser and Ross Dwelly. Like, even the most like the biggest NFL fans, the biggest Lions fans, and like 99% of people have never heard of these guys, myself included. When they came on to the field, I did not know who they were whatsoever.
Well, and I'll back you up here on that. I think that I think you're right. I think that their offensive stat line was pretty good. I think that Gibbs and Montgomery kind of slow to get started, and they didn't have the greatest games.
Yeah.
But Jameis.
Jared Goff looked better on the ground at one point.
Correct.
I would say than
Correct.
Dave Montgomery.
Jamison Williams had a great game.
He did, and he was the big
up.
One that stepped up.
I think he had to. But then when you do that, you have no other outlets. So when they do shut down, he only had 7 receptions. Think about it, he didn't have all the receptions,
and
so there was no one else to kind of like relieve that pressure from Goff.
And here's where I'll actually just jump in really quick. Not only did he have 7 receptions, he also had one very important drop on 4th down to keep that final drive going to tie the game.
Yeah,
he had the game. I would say the game losing drop for the Lions.
Yes.
That could have kept them going, and that I think that's been one of the big things is the Lions have not been good on 4th down this season.
What is going on with Dan Campbell's 4th downs this year?
Yeah.
He's just a gambler. That's what he's been known
gambling.
for. Yeah,
live by it, and in this case, we're kind of dying by it right now. But
it hasn't been working out this year.
It is what it is.
Well, and I think too, you have to give credit to the Packers as well.
Yeah, the Packers are still. I think
they've been in our top 10. They've kind of sat there, and we've kind of done this whole like him haul around. Like, are they good? Are they not good? I think we can officially say that they deserve a spot in the top 10 with, a couple wins over some really good teams.
The first win, maybe a coincidence. 2 wins, I don't think as much. I think it was the first win. They came into the season a little more prepared. The second win, they were functioning at 100% brain power. They took advantage of, maybe a bit of a beat up Detroit Lions team. And does this make the Detroit Lions bad? Not bad. I don't know. Right now they're not showing that ability to win the games that they need to win.
Not to interrupt, but Bo Nix just had a Patrick Mahomes-esque touchdown pass to Cortland Sutton
and they missed the extra point.
No, they didn't.
Mine says 13-7.
They only had 6 points. They had 2 field goals, so.
I want to say something about the Lions.
Go ahead. I know I interrupted and stopped you, but
Frank Ragnow was unretired before the Packers game, but he failed his physical, and he's not going to be playing for the Lions after all.
Dude, so I saw that he unretired, and I'm like, oh my gosh, he sees the team's in trouble. This is going to be great. I mean, he's going to come back. He's one of the greatest centers that we've seen for the Lions. I mean, he's great, but I did see that he failed his physical examination, and he'll actually not be coming out of retirement. So,
yep.
All right, Giovanni.
Okay.
Break down the Brownies. What can he tell us?
All right. I know Shedeur. I don't think he wasn't good today. I know he had a touchdown and no interceptions, but overall it was bad. I mean, only to put up 8 points, it's not good. Kevin Stefanski, everybody is criticizing him once again for that game. I mean, everything is bad. Bubba Ventrone, what happened? Like, how did you give up a 66-yard return for Sky Moore, which I know he was a Chief back then. I knew he went to the 49ers, but how could you give up a 66-yard return for Sky Moore? That is egregious. But overall, I mean, Judkins was good. Sanders, I don't think he was not good. But Jerry Jeudy is still not good. But overall, I think that this next game is going to be the toilet bowl game because you got the Titans 1-11 versus the Browns 3-9. I don't know, man. This is I knew Shedeur. I'm sorry. I'm glad Shedeur didn't have an interception, but you cannot give up those 10-plus yard sacks. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, I would say that was the biggest thing that he did wrong was, I mean, he was sacked 3 times for a loss of 34 yards. Taking a sack for 5 or 6 yards is understandable. You sit in the pocket and you feel the heat. You either step up in the pocket and deliver it downfield or you take a sack. You don't run 5 more yards backwards only to get sacked. I think he's not quite used to the speed of defensive ends yet, which is funny because he should be practicing it for all those weeks against Myles Garrett. But it's almost like he thinks he's in college and he can outrun the D end and get a ball off on the run. Whereas
has he been practicing first team reps?
Yeah, no, but last week was the first time he had gotten those reps. You know what I mean? So that's one of those situations where it's like, you got to figure this out. You got to figure out fast. Here's what I will say. It's really no different. It's kind of in the same situation as what we were talking about with Joe Flacco.
Mm-hmm.
As of right now, I'm okay with him keeping us in a situation or the Browns in a situation where
Stefanski already announced that Shador will be your QB for next week.
Right. In a situation where what lost the game this week was the special teams. They were atrocious.
Bubba Ventrone, why do you allow a 66-yard Sky Moore return?
Well, it's starting to be a noticeable problem in that they let up big plays on offense or on special teams, which just puts your great defense at a loss already. They can't even hold them to a place where they can punt. And even if they do get them to punt, they're punting down to the 2-yard line, and your offense isn't good enough to, spread out and play or to get out of the shadow of their own goalposts. So, yeah, I think the Browns it's just an ugly situation. The 49ers didn't exactly look good. I mean, like I said, the special teams.
Despite the injuries, they still won.
The special teams is what won it for them. I don't even know if they're as injured as they once were. Purdy's back. Kittle's back. Pearsall's back. McCaffrey's healthy. Like they're
Brandon, I think. All right, so I want to talk about Brandon Ayuk. I think he is gonna be filing a divorce for the 49ers.
Yeah, no, and he's done. Which I don't even think. Did he play for them last year at all? I think
he did, but he got an ACL.
Played a little bit and got hurt. Yeah, so that's. I don't know. Yeah, that's an official divorce there. It's got to be. So it's the same old Browns. I mean, I don't know why, don't beat your head against the wall. You can't blame anybody but the coaches in this sense. And then maybe you could blame the GM, for bringing some of these, putting us in this situation.
GM on Carson Schwarzenegger. Did he play good today?
Yeah. He flies around the field, man. He's exciting to watch. I mean, that is something where, he's definitely up there as far as one of the better rookies in the league, in my opinion, especially defensive rookies. I would definitely put him in consideration for defensive rookie of the year. But Mason Graham's playing pretty well too. It's just not as his name's not lighting it up as much as Schlesinger. So but yeah, okay. So we won't talk too much about the Broncos. They're headed into halftime up 13-7. Their record is 9-2. They're playing a 3-8 Commanders. If anything can be said, their offense is still kind of stagnant in the first half. It's not very explosive. Now that last drive, they did just march right down the field and get a touchdown. So I will say that took a turn for the better. But their defense still looks pretty good. They picked off Marcus.
And also Alex Singleton is back after a battle with the cancer surgery.
Yep. Yeah, so that's good to have him back. So is Patrick Surtain. He's back as well. So, defense is back healthy. They played pretty good. Penalty got them that last touchdown. There was some unsportsmanlike conduct that reset the downs. So, got the Commanders a touchdown. But all right, let's go through our list here. Let's I know the Patriots have not played yet.
They play tomorrow.
Right. And so what I kind of want to do here is just kind of let's talk about it and let's see where we're at, because there was some shakeups at the top. Our number 2, 3, 4 teams all lost.
Yeah.
Colts, Eagles, and Rams all lost. The Bears are the best team in the NFC.
The best record in the NFC. How about we?
Best record. That's
The Bills didn't look good for a half. I mean, that was ugly. I don't know if you watched that game. It was like the witching hour game, the 4:30 game. But they didn't look good. But they were playing the Steelers, who have a great defense. So if we're going to give the Steelers some credit, then we got to give the Bills some credit, because they did end up pulling it out at the end. The Bills' defense looked good today, actually. In fact, they made Aaron Rodgers pay for a couple things. And he was all bloodied up, but Aaron Rodgers, I think the Steelers could be in trouble.
They're 6-6, and the Steelers fans had enough, and they booed.
Yeah, no, Aaron Rodgers looked bad. Mason Rudolph looked worse, so they brought Aaron Rodgers back in after his bloody nose. and it just didn't look good. Their offense was so stagnant. Their running game is okay, but it's like they can't even get to the ball to their big playmakers and like Metcalf.
Now the AFC North is wide open to win.
Why Cleveland's back in the hunt.
Well, despite not Cleveland, just Cincinnati, Baltimore, and
well,
Pittsburgh.
let's be honest. If something really weird happens and Cleveland wins out, they could win the AFC North.
But don't forget, we're not going to be delusional.
It's perfectly fine to be delusional.
I know.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
A little bit of delusion. Like, you're not a true Browns fan if you're not delusional.
Well, I am still, but still.
But let's think about it. The Browns have 3 wins.
Yeah,
right?
If we do beat the Titans next week, that'll be 4 wins.
Right. And leading the AFC North is the Ravens with 6 wins.
6 wins.
So like
you're only like what, 2 games back, man?
Yeah,
3 games back.
3 games back, and we play the Ravens again, and they all play each other. So it's it's a situation where you might just be in the hunt, a very, very ugly hunt. The AFC North is just it's ugly right now, but yeah,
so crazy, man.
Anyway, so yeah, we got some thinking to do because the Ravens lost as well. The Lions lost. We have a lot of losses in our top 10. So like a kind of our ongoing thing is that we don't know who wants to be good. There are a couple teams who have stayed good.
Some foolish rankings, man. I mean, we are fools to have
some fraudish.
So many of our top 10 losing.
Yes. Yeah. What were we thinking? Why are the Panthers not in our top 10?
Yeah, and also why did the Panthers upset the Rams?
I mean, it's rough, man. I don't know what to do. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah. So anyway, do the Patriots move?
Stay at 1.
Stay at 1 as of the moment. And then we see what happens.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they play the Giants, but Jackson Dart's back.
You never know, man.
You never know. Jackson Dart could be lurking.
Don't forget about the turf monster.
Yeah. Okay. So, do we move the Rams, Eagles, Colts? That's the thing is like, you can't move I still don't think you can move the Broncos all the way up. I just don't. It's just not in me. I can't do it. I do think that they're better than the Colts. So that's at least that spot. Are the Eagles okay?
They're not okay. I mean, there's something going on.
Something is going on.
What is going on?
I think the Rams are okay.
Yeah. I mean, despite the loss.
I think the Rams are okay.
Because the Panthers are still a pretty dang solid team. I mean,
yeah.
Right.
It's not a terrible.
They're 7-4. Like
7-6.
Is that what it is?
If they lost today, they would have been 6-7.
Yeah. So I don't. This is a tough decision to make here. Yeah. So I would say that I would feel more comfortable if the Rams stay at number 2, and that the Broncos move up to number 3, barring what should happen tonight.
Right.
I think that if the Broncos lose tonight, then we definitely change some things up. But I think the Eagles should drop. I think the Colts should drop. How do you feel about the Seahawks? They had a pretty good win today.
I know they shut out the Vikings, but
the Vikings are stinking so bad.
Oh my god,
and
bad.
The exact opposite. The NFC West is so good.
Yes,
like the NFC West.
Correct.
Just like the Cardinals.
Three 9-win teams.
And
what the
heck? And the Cardinals aren't bad.
They're 3-9 and they're eliminated from the playoffs.
Right, but they're missing their quarterback. I mean, you could always hang your hat on that. And they've been in most of these games. So, yeah. The NFC West is definitely, it's a wagon right now. But where do we put the Bears? We had them at 8 last week. I mean,
we need to give them love.
Big win this week.
On Black Friday. I don't know.
They definitely move up to 7. Do we move them in front of the Seahawks?
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
I want to say we do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say throw them in front of the Seahawks, but it's Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's done. All right, 7, 8. Oof, here's where it gets rough. Well, I think you got to give Packers some love.
Yeah. I know they're 6-5-1.
And then after that, I think you got to, because of what we're saying about the NFC West, I think you got to give the 49ers some love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Give the 49ers a shout.
I'll agree.
Because the Lions, the Bills, and the Ravens are all like looking poopy right now.
Yeah, I think the Lions are going to drop just outside, which, sucks for me, especially with how good I wanted the Lions to be this season. But
right.
There's still time.
Yeah, I think that the Bills would probably round out our top 10.
Mm-hmm.
And that's nothing against the Lions. I think the Lions can work their way back in. I think the Ravens can work their way back in. But I definitely think that the Bills are better than the Lions right now.
Yeah.
But I mean that what this does is the playoff picture is pretty interesting because you're looking at to make the playoffs. You're looking at Kansas City probably isn't going to make it, which crazy.
Crazy, but I'm not frowning about it.
No. We probably also should have in the conversation, which we haven't really, is the Jaguars.
Yeah, I know they won today.
They're 8-4.
Yeah, they're still. That's a good team right
there. And
they're
number 1 in the South.
And that's where you might say the Lions don't make the list.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe throw the Jags on there.
Put Jags at 10. Just because they've been playing very well.
Yeah.
Both defense and offensively.
Yeah.
It's true. I think that would be pretty fair.
Yeah.
But the other team we have to look at as well is the Chargers, who have also been playing. They're more of a roller coaster ride. They scare me. And I think Herbert's hurt. I think he got hurt today.
Yeah, I saw the injury.
Yeah, and they're not sure about him yet. So So I would be okay with putting the Jaguars at 10.
Okay.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I would put the Jaguars over the Bills. So what this really could end up being is the Lions bump down to number 12.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I'll just say, that's fair enough, honestly.
I know. But see, that's what I was saying is like, okay, if you told me at the beginning of this season that I need to pull it up. If you told me at the beginning of the season that the Bills, the Bengals, the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Lions, and the 49ers. And let's be honest, the Vikings, if you would have told me at the beginning of the season that they're not going to make the playoffs, I mean, there's a very good chance right now, which is insane. Like, make the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean,
You know what I mean? So seven teams make it, right?
yeah.
The Lions sit at number 8 right now in the NFC. The Cowboys are knocking. Whoever wins, I mean, if the Cowboys win that game, they're right there.
Yeah,
and if the Eagles keep losing, they're even closer. So it's bad. It's bad. It's bad news, man.
And here's what else I think is really, really crazy. If you came to us at the beginning of the season and you told us that the Patriots, after 12 games, would have the best. Well, if the Broncos win, they'll have the same record. But those two teams would have the best record in the NFL. We would look at you like you're a crazy person. Because obviously, yeah, we knew the Patriots were going to be better. I think most of us had faith that the Broncos were going to be better. But and like Giovanni said, yeah, it's a bit of an easier schedule, but at the end of the day, they've won 9 straight football games, which is hard to do for anyone.
Right.
And so, it's just.
We also got to put respect on Texas too. Houston, the Texans.
Yeah, Texans.
They have the hardest strength of schedule when you consider they play Jacksonville and the Colts, and they're still at 7-5.
And they got C.J. Stroud back.
And C.J. Stroud's back. So, yeah. I don't know, man.
It's crazy, to be honest.
I don't know. It's rough.
Yeah.
It's rough right now.
Yeah, this is a crazy NFL season so far.
To put a top 10, I mean, it's tough. It's tough to leave out some of these AFC teams. I mean, when you think about who we're going to be leaving out the Bills, we're leaving out Texans, we're leaving out the Steelers and the Chiefs. I mean, those are all legitimate teams. Like, I would not want to play any of them. And then when you look at the NFC, we're leaving out the Lions, the Cowboys, and the Panthers. And right now, I would not want to play the Cowboys or the Panthers if I'm any of these teams. So,
yeah, Panthers.
Yeah. Like every game they play good. They play sucky. They play good. They play sucky.
Yeah. Well, I think that's fair on our list. I think that and just if anybody listening, you guys will probably see the top 10, the power rankings, but at the same time, like, know that the Jags, the Lions, and the Ravens are all right there for us, along with the Panthers and the Cowboys. So it's going to be these next 2 weeks, I think, will be just an insane group of matchups. I think that there'll be some epic games and some quality NFL football. So
definitely. I mean, and especially as fans of, teams who are in the hunt, Lions fans, I'm sure,
right, are
just on the edges of our seats. It's kind of getting ridiculous, especially right now, as we get to nearer the end of the season. You still have so many teams that are just in the same boat, where it's just these are teams who are on the brink of being good and good enough to make the playoffs, but it's too close right now. So,
right.
I mean, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Well, and luckily they're at home this week against the Bills. This next week, I guess. And that should help play a factor. I mean, anytime you get a home game, that helps. So, I mean, they could win Green Bay could lose. They're right back in the NFC conversation. You know, I mean, luckily for you, Cooper, Green Bay plays the Bears this week. So,
Yeah.
Somebody's losing at the top.
Yeah.
It could either get really hard to catch the Bears or everybody could be right there. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
well, all right. We got our top 10. Anything else you want to talk about as far as who's who in the NFL?
I don't think I have anything else.
Okay.
I mean,
yeah, just go down the list. Patriots are good.
Giants.
They've done nothing to disprove that. They play the Giants. They should win. Let's see. The Rams took a loss today to the Panthers, who we've already said
That
is
was a crazy game.
a good game. Back and forth, yep. But the whole game, Puka had some crazy plays, but at the same time,
Yeah.
they
Matt
lost.
Stafford,
Yeah.
3 turnovers.
3 turnovers. Yeah, the Panthers defense is looking legit. The
Yeah.
Broncos are in a nail biter right now. I mean, their defense is
13-7.
again, their defense is
Or
good.
maybe-
Yeah, but Washington's right there again on the doorstep,
Yeah.
and it's just
Yeah.
one of those things where we're gonna have to have the offense do something, and I at some point we're gonna get caught.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And then you got the Eagles, who tough loss to the Packers, Dobbers, yeah, on Friday night, and which have really caused us to raise the Bears up. You got the Colts losing today.
Indiana Jones, what happened again?
Well, he hasn't looked well recently.
I know he had
slow.
the injury happening.
Right. He's kind of injured. So I'm just wondering how far they're going to fall here in the next couple weeks because they just don't look healthy. Like it's catching up to them. The Bears, who, like we said, have had a couple staple wins, some good. You're playing some. Oh, my gosh. That catch was
Touchdown.
insane.
And they're back in it.
Holy cow. Wait till you see this highlight. Yep, they're back in it. That was just a disgusting catch.
Yep.
Was that over? It was over Moss. Moss got mossed.
Traylon Bugs.
Yep. That was disgusting. Just one-handed.
Disgusting.
Anyway. He just little boyed him. All right.
Anyway.
So the Seahawks, good win today. Took care of business. It was the Sam Darnold revenge game.
The Vikings suck.
Packers probably will continue to climb our list unless something crazy happens. So the Bears and the Packers could change spots here next week. 49ers took care of business against the
already talked about
the sucky Browns. And then the Bills took care of business against a playoff hopeful Steelers and a team that had been playing really well at the beginning of the year. So so there's our top 10.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
speak now, forever hold your peace.
I'm holding my peace, man.
There you go. Yeah, I mean, next week, anyone in those bottom 3 could move. The Bills could lose, the 49ers could lose, the Seahawks could lose. I could definitely see that. And then you just have the Jags, the Lions, and the Ravens just bump right back up and switch spots. I would say if you're number 7 through 10, you're not safe in the top 10. So, well, all right, boys. What was a crazy week in football has, well, all but come to an end. We got Patriots and the Giants tomorrow, or when this episode airs, probably tonight. And we got the result of the Broncos and Commanders game coming as well. We'll know more about that. But yeah, crazy week in football altogether, all around. So I know it's only going to get crazier this has been a crazy year, so it's only going to get crazier as the playoffs and college football playoffs come to. Giovanni?
All right, I want to talk about 2 things here. One, did you guys heard that Bernie Kosar is back in the hospital?
Is it not going well?
Yeah.
Oh man.
That happens.
Yeah.
That does happen with organ donor transfers for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not good. We'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
You have anything else?
No, I don't think so. I had another one in my head.
Okay. Cooper, signing off.
I'm
You ready?
Yeah, I think I don't have too much to say, but I'm actually going to mute Giovanni today. Hold up. Subscribe to Top Gun Podcast. Subscribe to Giovanni Schefter at Ohio Sports
Really?
Cast. Subscribe to Smee Sports. Subscribe to famous YouTubers Tom Grossi. And subscribe to Brandon Perna. Make sure to hit the like and obviously the subscribe button.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Oh, Giovanni's over there. His heart was racing, getting ready for that.
I can't let Giovanni
moment.
do it every week. So
there we go.
All right, Cooper, I'll give you that.
All right. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
I know our list is probably pretty crazy, but it's not about being right.
Being right, it's about sounding confident.
There we go.
So,
see you, boys.
All right,
week.
boys. Until next time. Hasta luego.
See ya!